What's going on, everyone? My name is Under the Radar and welcome back to the WBE. Now, first off, you're going to notice, yes, this is a post-com for a couple different reasons. One, my capture card was messing up on me. Two, I'm extremely late with this battle because I was at Worlds and it was one of the best times I've ever had in my entire life. Three, I was pretty late even getting home just to play this battle, so I kind of sort of like had my team gen. I didn't pull up OBS and I just literally sat down and started playing the game, and I didn't want to make Patty wait any longer because he already waited like multiple days. He already waited multiple like hours for me in the day, so I didn't want to make him wait. So we are going up against PattyTrills, MF Patty Trillington. Holy crap, this is a really hype game, guys, because one, I love Patty. I love his content. I think he's very, very, very entertaining whenever he puts his little comedy spin on stuff. I love that. I love that. So I'm not doing a team builder for this because more than likely I'm going to have to play Patty in playoffs, judging by the way that the standings are. So I'm not going to reveal everything unless it was revealed in the battle. I'm bringing a pretty much max Spadef Wigglytuff that has Gyro Ball, Ice Beam, Stealth Rocks, and Snatch. So the whole idea behind this set is that this is going to be my Mega Alakazam check. Mega Alakazam is a pretty big threat if it's Calm Mind Recover to attack, so that's Shadow Ball Psychic, Dazzling Gleam Psychic, something along those lines. It is a pretty big threat for literally my entire team, so I wanted to make sure that I had enough to deal with it. So that is what that is. I also needed to have rocks on this team because of Ribombee. Being able to make sure that thing takes 25% is pretty huge. I'm not going to reveal the spread of my Mesprit. However, I will say I was Expert Belt with 4 attacks, being Ice Beam, U-Turn, and Energy Ball being 3 of them. Those 3 moves combined with another move hit everything on his entire team really, really hard, and my spread allowed me to live a bunch of hits and allowed me to do the most damage that I needed to pretty much everything on his entire team. I'm bringing a Alolan Raichu that has no psychic coverage. Also, my Mesprit did not have psychic coverage either, and I will get into that here in a minute. My Alolan Raichu, it has Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, HP Ice, and Grass Knot to be able to deal with pretty much everything on his entire team. My Superior, I'm not going to reveal anything about it because it was a super heat set, and I want to save it for playoffs because I want to bring it in playoffs. My Mega Sableye was a pretty mixed Mega Sableye with Recover, Foul Play, Fire Punch, and Protect. Now, Protect was a move that I put on last minute over a couple other moves that I definitely wanted to have, and I put Protect on in case he was Ribombee. Ribombee lead with Webs, because realistically, even if Superior has the +1 speed, it's not that big of an issue for him because, as you can see, he does have the Golbat. So I don't think he would really care if he got up Webs. So plus I think even if he specs Ribombee, he could be Moonblast, Bug Buzz, U-Turn. He doesn't really need any other coverage for my entire team, so he could just run Sticky Webs on it anyway. So I had Protect on there so I could Magic Bounce the Sticky Webs back, even if I let off with my Mega Sableye and he let off with his Ribombee. I'm also bringing a Choice Banded Zygarde with 1,000 Arrows, Extreme Speed, Outrage, and Superpower. This is a really good revenge killer for a lot of his teams. Set up Landorus, set up Ribombee, set up Mega Alakazam, set up Alolan Raichu. Very, 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 very good. Now, as you can see, the young champion, PattyTrills, he brought some stuff that I didn't expect and some stuff that I did expect. I expected Ribombee, but I'm expecting it to be a Quiver Dance Z-move set. Judging by like the makeup of his team, because I don't really see much that wants to really clean up aside from Mega Alakazam, and Mega Alakazam, in my opinion, doesn't have the best options to clean up versus me because I do have so many different forms of priority that are accessible to me, especially Extreme Speed with my Zygarde. So I could see that. I could also just see a random, not random, just like an all-out powerful choice spec set. He has Seismitoad, which I didn't really expect because I do have a lot of grass coverage on my team as well. I have Mesprit, I have Alolan Raichu, I have Serperior. I have a bunch of different things that can really threaten Seismitoad, so I didn't really expect that. I expected Lando, and if Ribombee was not a setup Ribombee, I was expecting Lando to be a setup Lando. Double Dance with Earthquake. Z-Fly just runs through literally everything on my entire team, and it forces in my Zygarde to Extreme Speed it, and if he's a bulky set, Extreme Speed is only doing about 40% to him, so that's the thing. Golbat, I did not expect not even a little bit, and you can tell by my lack of ways to hit it. I have literally a Alolan Raichu, and that is all. I didn't expect it because I have so much to pressure it. I have a Stakataka, I have a Zygarde, I have an Alolan Raichu, I have a Mesprit, I have a bunch of different things. I have knockoff spam that's potential. Like I even brought 4 potential knockoff users, so I didn't expect Golbat literally at all, and it being here is a pretty big issue for the team that I brought. Mega Alakazam, you know, it can do a lot of damage to me. Even if it's just like modest, it can do a lot of damage to me. And then regular Raichu is actually pretty good because it stops me from being able to spam electric moves. Because as you know, my Alolan Raichu does have Grass Knot and HP Ice, so I can even click like an electric move against, say, the Golbat, and if he goes into either one of his ground types, I click HP Ice or I click Grass Knot and I kill whatever is left over. So I did not really expect that thing to come, but now that it is here, I'm expecting it to be a Lightning Rod, maybe a somewhat bulky set. So that's kind of the team breakdown and kind of what I'm bringing to what I was expecting. Real quick, so now that we have the team breakdown done, let's go ahead and hop into the battle itself. I hope you guys like Citra. I hope you guys like Citra post-coms. I do it whenever I have like no time on my hands and I'm in a rush to get the battle started. So, as you're going to see, we are going to be playing against PattyTrills, and he leads off with his Ribombee. Now, this is pretty big, because I led off with my Wigglytuff. Now, let me explain why I led off with Wigglytuff instead of my Protect Mega Sableye. I led off with Wigglytuff because I noticed that he had 2 things weak to rocks, and I wanted to make sure that I got my rocks up very quickly versus the Golbat. If Golbat was able to come in for free a lot, I would be really hurting not having 25% off on that thing. So I did just go ahead and click Stealth Rocks here, as he's going to click U-turn, which that damage shows me that he is indeed like timid. No attack IVs, whatever. He is going to drop in his Golbat as I went ahead and I clicked Stealth Rock. So now his Ribombee's taking 25%. This thing's taking 25%. It's a really good time and a really good situation for me. So right here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make a switch out, and I'm going to make a switch out into my my Zygarde. Because I figured I can threaten this thing with Thousandaires. If he wants to defog, if he wants to click Brave Bird, I can tank it pretty easily, but he clicks U-turn, and this is where I realized that Ribombee plus Golbat is going to be one of the most annoying things in the entire world for me to deal with because of what I brought and what I didn't bring. So right here, I'm gonna have to switch out, and I'm gonna have to go into my Wigglytuff. And Wigglytuff, unfortunately, is not going to enjoy taking these Moonblasts that are indeed the most choice specs Moonblast I've ever seen in my entire life. This Moonblast reveals to me that he is in fact choice specs, and that I'm going to be hurting this entire game because I don't have anything to outspeed it. I don't have a Scarfer. All I have is extreme speed to be able to outspeed it and kill it. I go for Gyro Ball hoping that I can kill it, but as you can see, I just barely miss out on the kill, which sucks, but it is what it is. Now, I can't switch out and try to preserve this thing, so I just show off Snatch because I figured it'd be a cool thumbnail. So yeah, there's that. So he's gonna just click Moonblast and kill off my my Wigglytuff. So I'm going to drop in my Zygarde here, and I'm going to click Extreme Speed, kind of sort of see what his plan is. If he sacks off Ribombee, I'm literally one of the happiest people on the entire planet. But unfortunately, he is going to save it, and he's going to go into his Lando. And I realize that this is a trap that I'm in that I'm going to have to work really hard to get out of because I'm not mixed Zygarde, unfortunately. I'm just Choice Banded, which sucks. So I go for E-Speed. It does a nice little chunk after Stealth Rocks, meaning that I have a couple different things I can do here. So I'm going to switch out expecting like HP Ice, Earthquake, Double Dance, something, and I'm going to go into my my Mega Sableye. If he clicked SD there, I could click Foul Play right away, prevent him from being able to set up any further. I saw that he was leftover, so he couldn't be Z-move, meaning I could live in Earthquake at +2. Once I Mega Evolved, then I could click Foul Play and I could go ahead and I could kill him. Also, sorry that Stitch was lagging a little bit. Like the recording, I don't know how to make it a little bit better, but it is what it is. However, he's just going to click U-turn here. I did click Foul Play just to try to get a little bit of damage off on stuff. And right here, he's going to go into his Golbat, and he's going to defog away my Stealth Rocks, and my Wigglytuff pretty much is dying for nothing. Well, it died for nothing, and that is depressing to know that I wanted to have rocks up. I wanted to get off damage on certain things, and I just die. It really does suck. So now I need to try to play a little aggressive to get some kills, and I think that's going to be really difficult to do. So here I'm going to switch out and I'm going to go directly into my Zygarde again, because Choice Banded Zygarde is one of my best ways of dealing with a bunch of different things on his team, and he's just going to click Roost here. Smart play. Keeping this thing healthy is a way that he doesn't lose to Superior, combined with Ribombee being able to always revenge kill it. So that is very cool. That is very cool. He's going to switch out here and go right into his Lando. I did click 1,000 Arrows here, and 1,000 Arrows is going to do a decent chunklet of damage to the young Lando. This thing, it doesn't really want to take another one. However, I don't really want to take an HP Ice. I don't want to take much of anything. Right here, I make the first misplay of many that I make in this game, and I stand and I click 1,000 Arrows. Right here, I should have gone into my Mesprit. Mesprit was pretty much completely free. HP Ice was doing nothing. I was immune to this Earthquake that he goes for, and I pretty much let my Zygarde get weakened for no reason, whereas if I had it stay healthy, I could live a hit from Mega Alakazam. I could live a bunch of different hits from a bunch of different things, but instead, I was stupid and I stayed in. Big misplay on my end. So now that I've made that misplay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go for another 1,000 Arrows, kill that thing off. I made a misplay. I might as well try to get a kill out of it. He's going to go into his Seismitoad right here. And he's lefties on this as well, which is really interesting, meaning he's not Rindo Berry, meaning my Grass Knot or Energy Ball would guaranteed kill it. I do not want Homeboy to get up his Stealth Rocks here, so I go right into my Mega Sableye. And as you're going to see, he's going to fire off some Scalds. First one does not burn, which is lit. I could have clicked Knockoff if I had it. I could have clicked a bunch of different things if I had it in my final move slot. But I'm just going to click Foul Play here, get off a little bit of damage, and that's some nice little chip damage. However, I'm in a position right now to where this thing is weakened, and I kind of sort of still need this thing. So I'm going to click I'm going to click Recover here. In hindsight, I probably should have clicked Foul Play to get a little bit more chip damage off on this thing, so that way it died to 1,000 Arrows for my Zygarde. However, again, hindsight is 20/20, so that was the second misplay that I believe I made, in my opinion. So he's going to click Scald here, and now he gets the burn. So now my Foul Play is literally doing nothing, and I realize that this Mega Sableye is completely useless, and I want to get rid of it, and I want it off of my game. I literally released this Sableye into the wild because I made so many bad plays with this Pokemon. So yeah, so right here, he's going to click Scald, and I just realized, I was like, I'm going to click Foul Play until I die. I have literally no reason to keep this thing around, so yeah. I'm a little upset. I'm a little upset that I played so poorly with this thing. I'm also a little upset I brought a really bad set. I brought a really bad fourth move, is what I'll say. So yeah, so right here I click Foul Play and hoping that I will kill this thing, and as you're going to see, I do not. So I'm back in this trap where I have to bring in my Zygarde to click E-Speed to kill this thing, which absolutely is terrible. So I'm going to sack off my Mega Sableye, and I'm going to go right back into the trap that I was in before. I'm going to drop in my Zygarde, and I'm going to try to... Oh, no, I go into my Mesprit right here because I know I live any hit. And remember when I said I needed to play aggressive? This is where playing aggressive is what I was talking about. I'm going to click a series of moves that are unnecessarily aggressive. However, they still get me into a really good result for killing some things. So I'm going to click Ice Beam for one, expecting either the Seismitoad to come in, either the Raichu to come in or expecting the Lando to come in. If Golbat comes in, it gets 2 shots. So anything that he brings in gets 2 shot from this. He's not staying in with his Ribombee because it's his win con, and if he goes into his Mega Alakazam, Ice Beam into U-turn kills him. It could, depending on his spread. So I do just go right for the Ice Beam as he goes into his Raichu, which is his least valuable Pokemon in my opinion, so I think that was a really good switch on his end. So I go for Ice Beam here, and then I go for U-turn as he clicks knockoff, and he's going to get rid of my Expert Belt. This sucks. Now I no longer 2-shot the Golbat with Ice Beam. So if I had Psychic, I would, but I don't have Psychic. So I'm going to click U-turn, go into my Superior, and right here I'm going to make a really aggressive switch. I'm going to switch out and pull a double into my Alolan Raichu as he goes into his Golbat, and then I'm going to make a really aggressive play as I bring in my Alolan Raichu. He's not going to stay in. He has a Lightning Rod Absorber, and he has 2 other ground immunities. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click HP Ice, which guaranteed kills this Raichu coming in, and it also meant that I guaranteed killed Lando if it wanted to come in to soak up the electric move, and I have Grass Knot for Seismitoad after this. So clicking that move right there, it was a series of plays that I had to make in order to try to get a kill and try to get some footing in this game, because it's 5-4 right now, and this Ribombee just picks up a kill every single time. So here I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sack off my Superior so I can bring in my Zygarde once again and try to click Extreme Speed. This Pokemon, if I was able to keep up rocks, it would have been so nice, but unfortunately I couldn't. So as I said, I'm just going to click Extreme Speed here, or no, I think I clicked 1,000 Arrows here expecting to switch out, right? No, I click E-Speed. I click E-Speed here. I click E-Speed, and then I do what I should have done last time, and I should have gone into my Mesprit. I should have gone into my Mesprit last time. I'm going to go into my Mesprit this time and soak up the Earthquake and then threaten with another kill. So he's going to click EQ. Now, I could outspeed him. However, with my spread, I do not. Depending on his spread, I could outspeed him. However, I do not outspeed him. He's going to click U-turn right here. I clicked Energy Ball expecting this thing to either U-turn. It killed this thing if it U-turned. If he goes into his Seismitoad, I kill it with Energy Ball, and that's really good, and that's 2 kills for Mesprit. So, or no, not 2 kills for Mesprit. 1 kill from Mesprit, but either way, I got a kill with Energy Ball, which is really cool. And now his 1,000 Arrow switch-ins are looking very slim. However, my switch-ins to this Ribombee destroyed is like, it's really bad. So here I have to sack off my Mesprit. My Alolan Raichu is still a really good Pokemon because it lives a hit from his Mega Alakazam if he's not Shadow Ball. And that's kind of what I have to hope for at this range. So right here, he has his Golbat, Lando, Ribombee, Mega Alakazam left. I'm gonna go for Extreme Speed as he goes into his Lando, and it will kill the Lando, which is really good for me. And then he will go into his Mega Alakazam, and I'm in a decent spot to not lose this 3-0, which is honestly the goal at this point in time, is to bring the differential down as much as possible. This -1 Extreme Speed is still going to hurt this Mega Alakazam. It does about 40% or so, which is really huge. Which is really huge. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna click Extreme Speed after all of these stupid animations come through for abilities and stuff. So I'm gonna go for E-Speed. It's gonna do about 45% or so. He's gonna go for Dazzling Gleam, and as you're going to see, it kills me. So now I'm in a situation to where I need to hope that my Thunderbolt will kill him. And that's the goal. So he's going to go for Calm Mind here as I go for Thunderbolt, and because he is now at +1, this Thunderbolt does not kill him, which is very disappointing. Yeah. And he's going to go for Dazzling Gleam, and as you're going to see, I actually live this hit, but because I clicked Thunderbolt, I'm going to go down to my Life Orb, and we are going to lose 2-0 to the Lord PattyTrillington. This game was really difficult in matchup. I did about 6 mocks for it before I left for Worlds. I lost every single one of them to different threats. I lost one threat. I lost one game to Double Dance Lando, one to Quiver Dance Ribombee, one to Calm Mind Mega Alakazam. I lost to somebody brought like a curse Ferrothorn. Like, I lost to a bunch of different threats. I think he definitely had the matchup. However, after playing this game, I think that I actually learned a lot about what Patty thinks he needs to bring versus me, and I learned about where my team could improve. So for playoffs, I think I'm sitting in a good spot. If I do have to face Patty, I don't want to because his team is disgusting. However, I do think that I'm still sitting in a good spot, and I know the changes I would make to the team, and the changes that I would make to the team, I'm really excited to bring. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please make sure to leave a like down below for me. I'm sorry that it's post-com. I'm sorry that Citra's a little bit laggy, and I'm sorry that there's no face cam. However, I did want to get this out to you guys as quickly as I possibly could. But guys, with that, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.